Hello and welcome to this first chapter of the course. Now, first of all, it's a pleasure to have you here. You have made the right choice. Together we will build a really solid foundation for everything that you will build in the future, for every great idea, for every amazing application that you will build on the cloud. You'll always be able to come back to this course and see what's possible, how to achieve great things, how to build or to choose the right services. And without further ado, let's see what this first chapter includes. We're going to start with talking about the cloud itself. So what does the cloud even mean? What it means to build on it, how it compares to other alternatives, maybe on-premises or more traditional hosted approaches. We're also going to touch briefly on the history of the cloud, which can be a quite fascinating topic. We are also going to talk about the main providers, because most likely they will stick around for quite a few years, especially since the business is still booming. Then we are going to talk about the different classifications of the cloud. Now, I'm sure we already know about infrastructure as a service and platform as a service and private and public clouds. Don't worry, this course is not about repeating the same information over and over again that you can find everywhere. It's more about having a different perspective and about making the right choices. So we're going to have a different perspective on the ways to classify the cloud and which are the benefits and the disadvantages of each one of them. Then we're going to talk about the different standards and compliance that we might have to worry about. Now that can be a pretty important topic, especially if we deal with health information, personal information, payments. I'm sure you already know about GDPR and HIPAA and PCI DSS and many other standards. Now they are pretty important, especially if we want to be compliant and avoid pretty hefty fines, but also because they give the customers the trust they need in order to become customers, in order to start using our products. Then we're gonna talk about different pricing models. Now this is a pretty vast domain. There are many services from many providers. Each one of those services might have a different way of charging us. We're gonna have a pretty simple yet comprehensive look on the different pricing models and compare them again. Also, we're gonna touch on different ways to reduce that cost. So things like credits and discounts, which can be pretty important, especially if you are doing research work or educational work, or you're a startup. Again, look at the things from different perspectives. And last but not least, the last section of the chapter will be about principles and guidelines. Now, here we're going to talk about the well-architected frameworks. So these are papers published by the main providers, so AWS, Azure, Google, and they help us build scalable, cost-efficient, secure products on their platforms. And we are also going to talk about, of course, the 12-factor app, which again, I'm sure you heard about it, but in case you didn't, the 12-factor app is a set of principles for building cloud-native applications. Now, again, we are going to have a different perspective on those principles. There are 12 principles. And of course, we are going to use them throughout the course. So without further ado, I'll see you in the next lecture. Bye.